Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Double B, the franchise player Bad Blood, once again live here on BCW Worldwide presents the Roundtable, and I'm joined here by my boy Adam, according to the motherfucking wood. Everybody, how you doing?
What's good? What's good, party people? Glad to be here for Blue Collar Wrestling's BCW Worldwide. It's one of my favorite shows. It is a must watch every Wednesday night on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and everywhere else that you get your podcast from. So, I mean, we're gonna get into it. Me and the franchise player, literally the longest reigning Pacific NWA Pacific Northwest champion himself, the franchise player, Bad Blood, Double B.
So, Adam, thank you very much for that nice promo, by the way. I was gonna go and we had an interview with Michelle Starr set up, and my other producer is not available tonight. So tonight we're just gonna have a little bit of fun live here on the podcast. Look, we're gonna take your questions, all your comments, whatever, whatnot. We're gonna get into it live. We're just gonna basically shoot the shit tonight. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about professional wrestling, in the empty arena era, independent wrestling, just basically life in general, what's going on with BCW Worldwide and all the other professional wrestling companies around right now. And just to give you guys a heads up, next week live here on the round table, WWE 2K Games producer and superstar indie wrestler, the Navajo Warrior, is going to be in the house. Adult film superstar and wrestling enthusiast Jordan Max is going to be in the house talking about professional wrestling and just getting it in. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if you want to be where the party's at, the party's here every night, every Wednesday night at 8 p.m.
Yeah, absolutely. What he said. But that was easy. It's a easy layup. But how does I get how somebody gets to be a indie wrestler slash WWE, contributor. But how does one get to be a superstar porn star?
Well, look, so I mean, I wouldn't know because I'm not a porn star or anything like that, but I mean, at least not on film. But Jordan Max, she's like a super like she is so into like professional wrestling. It's ridiculous, bro. I mean, like she's one of those people that doesn't just watch WWE or watch AEW or watch Impact Wrestling. She doesn't just watch Ring of Honor. She literally goes to indie shows in California. She goes to indie shows in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Like she knows indie wrestling. And we sat down and we talked about it, and she was like, "Yeah, I've been a wrestling fan since I was 5 years old, and even when wrestling wasn't cool when you're in high school, I was totally digging wrestling." And what a lot of people don't realize is the adult industry and professional wrestling like kind of go hand in hand. I know a lot of adult entertainers that are super into professional wrestling. A good friend of mine, Alexis Amore, she goes to like every professional wrestling show from PWG all the way to WWE to whatnot when they come to California. Olivia O'Lovely, who was actually a manager of the Tribe Navajo Warriors, his tag team for championship wrestling from Hollywood for a long time. Like Jordan Max, Jasmine Sinclair, she was part of the XPW group back in the day.
And even ECW.
Yeah, Alana Evans, the same thing. She was part of XPW and just indie wrestling. And like these are all the people that I know that are like super hardcore, like wrestling fans that you will be amazed at the knowledge they have of professional wrestling, man. It's ridiculous. And it's not like just mainstream wrestling, it's like indie wrestling that, indie wrestling too. So I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, these industries they go hand in hand.
So what I mean, if maybe you might know, but I mean, somebody that is a complete novice to Jordan Max's career and her fandom for pro wrestling, her affinity for pro wrestling. So if you were to guess, or maybe because you are the franchise player, what is Jordan Max's favorite wrestler?
Well, if you're live here next week, 8 p.m., Wednesday night, December 2nd, BCW Worldwide presents the Roundtable. You can find out for yourself. You can ask her. She's going to be live in the studio. You can ask her questions, comments. Just keep them professional wrestling, guys. I mean, we want to respect her as a person, not just an actress or an entertainer. Just like I would respect you and like you would respect me and like the fans would respect each other. So, I mean, at the end of the day, she's going to come here. She's going to tell all these amazing fans that we have week after week after week what it's all about.
There you go. I would love to hear what it's all about. So I will be tuning in next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
So tell us what's going on with According to Woods. I mean, you've had like a plethora of guests over the last couple of weeks. I mean, what number of podcasts are you on this week?
Oh man, I just jumped around. I think this is just third one today. But I just love doing them, right? So but for this week we've had essentially Sarah the Rebel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Indie sensation sweeping the nation, and she is also Razor in WoW, WoW superhero. So
Mm-hmm.
we had a nice little chat. And yeah, we're just kind of bouncing around, seeing how she got into professional wrestling, and that's a cool thing, right? Is figuring out people's why, right? Because you can, whether it be MMA fighters, whether it be pro wrestlers or what have you, everybody's why is different, right? Had Jack Cartwheel on, right, and he's a burgeoning, pro wrestler here in Southern California,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't even like pro wrestling. He did like gymnastics and football, right? And somebody was like, "Oh, you should try," and he was like a fan of maybe the Attitude Era, but kind of watch, like kind of from a different perspective, but like he is killing it. Sean Black of Compton Mania, he basically shared a video of Jack Cartwheel Cartwright
Mm-hmm.
essentially doing a handspring elbow and then like going over the top. Like he goes over the top rope, lands flat back bump on the concrete below, and just spins up like almost a Booker T spinneroonie. So like that dude is he's one to watch. Obviously, he's made some appearances at John De La O's OCCW, the Orange
Mm-hmm.
County Championship Wrestling down in Orange County, California. He's made a couple appearances on United Wrestling Network's Primetime Live and Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. So he's one to watch. He's on the According to Woods channel. So it's just kind of cool to see everybody's why. It's different. Everybody's favorite wrestler is different. And that's what makes the flavor of professional wrestling incredibly awesome because everybody's why is different.
And it's so crazy because like I literally had a conversation last night with Chris Kloss from XPW. And ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, Chris Kloss will be live in 2 weeks here at BCW Presents the Roundtable. And I mean, that's an XPW and a Wrestling Society X original. So you might want to tune in for that too. I mean, if you're an extreme wrestling fan, trust and believe this interview, there's a lot of shit that like, I mean, the interview was so great. We had to like cut it into 2 interviews, put you that way. He's going to come back for another interview because we talked about so much stuff. I mean, wow. I've known Klaus for like fucking 25 years. And we sat down and talked, just like me and Michelle Starr. We sat down and talked, and it was like just like pouring water out, man. It was like so much. It was so much like the tea was like totally spilling that night. It's great conversation. Just like I was having with you. You know what I mean? I bring you on the show, you bring me on your show. We basically shoot the shit and we just have so much fun. That's what I love doing when it comes to BCW Presents the Roundtable. I like to make sure that people are actually enjoying themselves. And like, at the end of the day, that's what makes this program great.
Yes. And we don't have to go great again because it was already great in the first place. So you don't have to do
Yeah, we're not
it
gonna.
all over again, So, but I digress. And funny enough, Chris Kloss, also a mutual friend, and he has the second longest appearance on According to Woods, and that stands at
No,
three
we talked
hours.
about that. Like
Yes.
literally, he talked like you guys spent like a whole like evening just like talking. He's like,
Yeah.
and when we started talking, he was like, "Man, we can sit and talk all night."
Yeah.
I was like, "Well,
Oh,
I can't sit and talk all night, but I mean, we can."
Kloss and I did 3 hours online, and then another like almost 4.5. Just like I think I fell asleep with
Wow.
my phone at my face and whatever. Um, Yeah, but it's Chris Kloss. He's amazing. I was in high school watching XPW, and hearing of the Pico Rivera Sports Arena and
I'll
LA.
tell you this: the stuff that
Uh-oh.
we talked about made me feel so fucking old. Like he
You're
was
almost
like,
25.
"Remember
What the hell are
this?"
you
And
talking about? You've been wrestling since diapers.
oh
You've
my
known
Jesus,
Fox for 25 years. You guys were toddlers, right? You guys do
we're
not.
wrestling around in the playpen, doing our thing.
Well, don't let the truth get in the way of a good story, kid. So I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
there it was. And speaking of that, let's do this. Let's go ahead and pay some bills real quick. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back.
Drive me insane. All these rules are lame, cause they're taking all the fun out. Drive me insane. All these rules are lame, cause they're taking all the fun out. Drive me insane. All these
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Great futures start at the Boys and Girls Club, and you can find them online. Just check it out, theboysclub.com. So I'm joined here once again by your boy Adam Woods, your boy the franchise here. And we're waiting on a special guest to join us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So while we're doing that, Adam, let's talk about this week in professional wrestling.
I mean,
What did you
literally,
think?
the only thing that we can talk about is I can't even remember what happened at Survivor Series this past Sunday. The only thing that I can remember is the Undertaker's farewell, his adieu to the pro wrestling biz. And we
Okay.
even saw a return of the gobbledygooker, which
Let's call a spade, man. He ain't fucking retiring. Let's just call it what it is. Taker is going to be around. Look, we have a gentleman at BCW Worldwide. His name is Tex Thompson, the Iron Man. Tex Thompson, been around for a good 20 years, has retired 3 times. We basically BCW, we call him the Terry Funk of BCW. And like, let's call it what it is. I mean, wrestling is a drug. Okay, people who drink, people who smoke, people who chew gum, whatever, whatnot, whatever your vice is. Professional wrestling is the same way. You leave wrestling for a little bit, you get that itch, you come right back, you jump into it. I mean, like, honestly, Taker's not going anywhere. Let's just call it what it is. All right. But the question that I really want to ask you, what do you think about that whole Compton Mania show that happened? I mean, let's spill some tea a little bit. I know you know what happened. You know, I want to talk about what happened because I heard some things. Me and Klaus were talking last night, and we heard some things. But I would rather hear the whole story as opposed to part of the story.
okay. What
So
do you know? Now I obviously I had Guy Cool on, who was supposed to participate in that said event. I've had Jerry Gigolo, who also was supposed to compete in
Aren't
that
they a
event.
tag team?
Pardon?
Aren't they a tag team?
No, they were actually supposed to face each other on that particular night, right?
Okay.
And then Jack Cartwheel was actually supposed to fight or face Eli Everfly, right? And one of those people asked for $50 for an interview, and I'm not going to say who, but you can figure out.
Wow.
Yes.
Here you are
Yes, sir.
providing them free publicity on the World Wide Web
Hey,
on a very popular show, according to Woods. I mean, like, that show is popular. You do
yeah,
what do you like 100 fucking episodes in already?
it's. I mean, yeah. I mean, but I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's cool, right? But Yeah, so I don't know what happened. I heard rumblings of somebody essentially calling the authorities
Hmm.
and yeah, kind of stooging them out to use wrestling speak. And I hope that didn't happen because in terms of Sean Black and Compton Mania, right? I mean, Sean Black grew up in Inglewood, much like I did, just opposite ends of the Inglewood kind of sphere. He went to Morningside. I went to Inglewood High. Just
He went to
crosstown
Morningside.
rivals. I believe. So. Well,
I did
he
a
might
fucking. I spent a year in Morningside.
see. I went to Inglewood, so I didn't even like. And I wouldn't. We're adults, right? I'm not gonna call him Monkey Slide or anything like that. Like we used to call him back in the
Ah,
day.
look, I was at
But
Morningside when Lisa Leslie fucking scored that 100 points in the first half of the game, and Crenshaw was like, "Fuck it, we quit." Threw the ball down and left.
Crenshaw's scary as shit. I mean, my dad had a place on 48th and Cimarron, and I didn't even want no, like I didn't want people to know our mailing address just because like I would probably have to go to Crenshaw rather than be driven to Inglewood High. And Inglewood High, by comparison to Crenshaw, when I was growing up, might as well have been Beverly Hills High. My goodness, So,
Bro, I
but
know.
even so, right? So Sean Black is doing tremendous, things for the community. Obviously, he had his first show in Inglewood for Amped Up Wrestling, right? That's the parent company of Compton Mania, and then obviously creating Compton Mania. He wanted some, every Inglewood there's always up to no good and what have you. He wanted to turn a bad connotation into good, and same thing with Compton, right? And unfortunately, somebody stooged him out, And Sue Naomi says, grabs cup and koozie. We will see. Yeah. So shout out to Stu. And
So did the show
hi
get
from
canceled?
Native Warrior. So Native Blue is in the house. So
Oh,
shout out
Native
to
Blue.
those two. But yeah, I don't know what happened. Do you know what happened?
I just heard that someone called the police and the show got shut down. And when I hear shit like that, I mean, I don't know, like here in Oregon, I don't know the way the rules are in California now, but I know that there's no state athletic commission for professional wrestling, so that's awesome because here in Portland we have one, and we are getting fucked. I mean, we're talking about bent over, leg spread, no condom, no loop, just fucked here, and so we can't run any shows. We can't do any shows here. I mean, and quite honestly, we just had like over 1,000 cases of COVID today. So I don't want to run a show or be part of a show here when people in Oregon are so anal about not wearing a fucking mask. I mean, come on. Look, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. What am I most thankful for? I'm most thankful for the fact that my family is, for the most part, healthy. I mean, my brother just tested positive for COVID, which kind of fucking sucks. My mom
Wow.
passed away from COVID a few months ago.
Yeah.
That fucking sucks. Your wife has tested positive for COVID. That really fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And the people that are testing positive are only testing positive because certain people aren't giving two fucks about other people's health and concerns.
Yeah.
Like
And
Native just said, like Oregonians, you should wear a fucking mask every day.
there you go. Native Blue. You know what's up. Yeah, so it's a horrible, and especially Sean has done so many things in terms of community outreach through Amped Up, through Compton Mania. The skits that they were doing in terms of like he started a podcast in his own right, which I mean more podcasts, because obviously you've got a podcast here at BCW, worldwide. I also have one, right? But we may not reach everybody, right? And there's people that you may reach that I can't reach, right? You may reach and I can't reach, and I can reach that you can't reach. But
And
if we
that's why
bring
we
everybody
team up.
right, exactly, and we bring everybody to the table, so everybody could, kind of partake, to, the perfect bite, right? You want some cranberry, you want some turkey, you want some stuffing, you want some baked mac and cheese, you want it all smushed together in a damn dinner roll. That's what we're going to do, right? That's what this whole thing's about. So for somebody to come in with nefarious means to shut down a show, I mean, again, it was going to be socially distanced. They made a kind of a conscious decision to anybody who bought tickets, go ahead and DM them on their social media, and they would tell you where it was at because they didn't want that to happen, and it was going to be limited, right? And to the extent where like it was essentially a glorified charity show because not many of the workers were probably. I don't want to say that they weren't getting paid, but I mean I know Sean Black wasn't taking a huge cut, not at all, and it's his company, right? So it sucks the fact that if somebody did it out of genuine concern out of the people that were going to attend the show, then okay, I'm for it. But Sean Black took all of the precautions necessary to make the show work, right? And basically secure talent and the talent's fees and all of that, right? So who are you to kind of shut somebody else's vision and dream down, right? If everyone is masked, everybody's socially distanced, it's limited to less than 100 people, right? And it was an open air, kind of situation from what I was told. Then why the hell, But yeah, spite, when you're doing such good things, I'm sure, BCW and all the awesome things that they're doing has gotten their fair share of negative comments.
Oh, let's do what we do. Let's talk about that because man, BCW. Here's the deal about BCW Worldwide. We're the company that no one said would last more than a week. Here we are, 10 years later, drawing more than any company in the whole state of fucking Oregon and the state of Washington. Like we run every Sunday, rain, sleet, snow, hail. The only thing that could shut us down was COVID. And we do charity shows. We do benefit shows for this. We help this guy out. We help that guy out. And there were so many haters. Literally people that would try to come into our area and try to run against us. And then when they get shut down, it's like, hey, check this out. You guys came into our house. You talk shit in our house and we shut you down.
Yeah.
And that's like Native says, BCW Wrestling, rules for life. And I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to like shit on anyone's company because I'm not that guy. But what I am going to say is simply this: we set out to be a company for the people by the people, and we did that. And when we come back, we're going to come back stronger than ever with some of the top international stars, guys like TJ Perkins, guys like like Native, like the native Navajo warrior, guys like Flip Gordon who wanted to come work for BCW, guys like the last real man Silas Young from we're the guys, we're the ones working with guys like the Good Brothers and people like we're bringing in people that want to work at BCW that actually call us. We're not begging people to come work for us. These are guys that come to us. And I love the fact that BCW is a company that has built itself on being for everyone. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring in two guests tonight. One who just celebrated his, I believe he said it was his 8th year as a professional wrestler. And then I'm going to bring in the BCW Worldwide Champion. So we're talking about the Russian Pitbull, Gregor Petrov, and Just Exciting. So let's go ahead and let's get them in here after this quick break. And there's your boy right there, the BCW Worldwide Champion. That's right, Just Exciting. What's up, my man?
Man, what's going on, bro? What's going on, man? What's going on?
What's up? What's up? The champ is here. We get to say he's live and in living color. I mean, too sweet to be sour. The man of the hour, Black Wall Street representing. I'm just saying the champ is here. What's going on, champ? What's good in the hood?
Man, just living life, man. Waiting for this Rona to go away. Like, heard you guys talking about it.
Rona's been a bitch. But before we jump into this conversation, let's also bring in the Russian Pitbull himself, Gregor Petrov. Petrov, what's up, my man? How you doing?
Look at all three of you smiling faces.
Welcome to the party, brother. Welcome to the party.
You too, brother.
Greetings
Oh.
from Mother Russia.
It looks like we might be a little frozen over here, but that's okay because we can. There we go. So Petrov, I just saw on Facebook, man, that you're celebrating your anniversary.
Yeah, I mean, not too much of a celebration, you know what I mean? Because 8, it's an even number, but it's an odd number to just go out and run and just do something to celebrate, you know? So it wasn't no reason to make any like flyers or try to fucking be a self mark and be, I'm gonna throw the 8th anniversary of fucking Petrov, like celebrate me. You know what I mean? Like, I just happened to notice what today was, and I was like, man, I wrestled Big V on that day as Antonio Fantastico. And then I saw the gear that I wrestled in. Man, my first rib in the business.
Was that the Tex Thompson gear?
No. It was like this fucking this black pullover mask. I had like these black and gold fucking tights, which that was okay. The wrestling shoes was fucking okay, but like they let me run out and go out there and wrestle in this long sleeve black fucking t-shirt thing, and just, man, if I would have just wrestled without that shirt, I would have probably been okay.
Man, sometimes you got. I mean, look, my very first wrestling show, I remember Mondo Guerrero walked up to me and said, "Do you have gear?" And I said, "No." And he took $100 out of his pocket and he goes, "Go across the street to Big Five Sporting Goods, buy yourself some wrestling gear." And I walk over there, and I'm like I don't know what to fucking buy. And I see some some Everlast boxing boots, and I see a pair of these ugly blue tights. Right, and it had like a little star. It was like blue tights with a white strip and a little star, and a black like singlet. And I weighed like 140 pounds, skinny as fuck. So I come back over there and I put the stuff on, and everyone's like just bawling their fucking eyes out, like this is fucking funny as shit. And I was like, okay, I got it. And I'm like, I don't have a name. Like I had no wrestling name. You know, you're talking about Antonio Fantastico, like that was a lot better than the name they came up with for me. They were like, this dude has like a little lightning bolt and a star with some flares coming out. We're gonna name you Speed.
Oh,
I was like, oh, okay. You know, and like, when you're training, your trainer gives you your first gimmick. And I was just like, I look like a fucking idiot right here. Like, but I was so excited to be wrestling. I didn't give a shit. I was like, okay, I'll go out there. I look like a total fucking idiot.
Do you remember the story about Tex Thompson's gimmick that he was first going to give me before he set it on Petrov? Man, I had these fucking vertical black and yellow trunks, and he wanted me to ride a fucking 10-speed mountain bike. Fucking that was yellow, silver, and fucking black out to the ring. He's like, you're just gonna come out drinking vodka, and you're gonna be named Yellow Jacket, and you're just gonna be all the buzz. And I was like,
oh my god, all the buzz.
All the buzz.
I saw my wrestling career just fucking spiraling down. I was like, all the hard work, all the bumps, all the sweat, tears, and riding my bike fucking 10 miles each way to training. Like, fuck, man, I would have done it, but oh man,
that's some Vern Gagne shit. Make you run 10 miles in the cold and then stretch you out and shit like that. That's some AWA Vern Gagne shit. I mean, you would have done the same shit that theoretically Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat would have done.
Yeah, back then it was amazing because there was only just a handful of guys, like 3 or 4. We'd get there. We did work with Psycho Sailor in the beginning, but then like Josh Barr came in from the legendary Portland Barr family. Sharing the experience of Sandy and his brothers, Art and
Art,
Jesse, you know what I mean? Like that was some real shit. And Josh is a shooter, so like he's no bullshit. And so when you're talking about that, like you're going in there, you're getting stretched the fuck out, and you're learning how to just fucking put the hurt on. So like, it gives you an aggressive edge that most guys don't have, because you're just like, oh, you don't want to come here? Nah, come here, buddy. Like, we're going to do this.
No, you're going to come here. You're going to come here.
And that's the kind of shit you learn from the bars, man. Like I mean, I wrestled Jimmy Jack once, and I think that I wrestled Josh Barr once, And I gotta tell you, man, like I've done my share of stretching people, but they stretch my fucking ass out.
They just will, and it's almost like an honor being like this generation from Portland. You know, like there's history behind that name. Unless you're Sean, and then
Speaking of
there ain't
history,
shit.
Curtis Bernard had this to say.
I agree. Too many are not doing simple things to help stop the spread. Today, I lost another friend to COVID, which is number 5 since the mess hit. I miss BCW wrestling a lot. And Curtis, again, our condolences here at BCW Worldwide to you and the family of your friend. That unfortunate. That's an unfortunate statistic, and we just hate here. I think I might speak for the panel here, but we just hate to hear that. Obviously, the franchise player Bad Blood lost his mom, his beloved mother, to the same disease, and I'm not disease, but the pandemic, and it sucks. It absolutely sucks. My wife has it right now. Luckily, it seems like she's asymptomatic, but yeah, the shit is real. I hate to say that, Cardi B was right, but she was right. The shit is real.
She said coronavirus, the shit is real.
Shit is real.
The fucked up thing about it, right? Like, you sit back and you think about it, like it all started with her doing that as a fucking joke. I mean, like, she said it, but it was like, wow, okay, whatever. And then, like, people start getting sick, and it started getting worse, and started getting worse. My mom passed away. Your wife got sick. My fucking little brother calls me today and he says, "Hey man, so yeah, I'm positive for fucking COVID. I had 103 temperature. I went to the hospital." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" It's the shit is getting out of control, man. And Curtis lost 5 people to this shit. Like,
wow. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this: when this whole thing started, I did a PSA for BCW Worldwide, and I basically just came out and I said, we are closing our doors temporarily because we want to make sure that you, the fans, are safe. So I'm going to say this one more time. Here it is, the day before Thanksgiving. What am I thankful for? I'm thankful for my family and my friends. I'm thankful for all the fans at BCW Worldwide. I'm thankful for all the people that any promotion I've ever worked with. Chris Claus, me and him had a conversation yesterday, and God, man, it was like, I'm thankful for things like that. I'm thankful for you, Adam. You know what I mean? Like, you and I have so many conversations all the time. I'm thankful for fucking Petrov being the honorary stubborn asshole that he is, because that guy knows his shit. Just exciting for wearing his fucking onesie in the airport, making me laugh on our road trips and shit. Like, I'm everyone that's in the chat group right now, I'm thankful for all you guys. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, put a fucking mask on, wash your hands, and social distance. Stay in the fucking house, man. Be bored in the house and in the house bored. At least you'll be alive in the house.
And understand that may not be enough to keep you fucking safe. So be careful.
You got to, man. You got to. You got to. But look, while I got you guys on, I want to change the mood a little bit because I don't want to talk about depressing stuff anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Are we gonna talk about how BCW's been underrated for years, but now we kicking everybody's ass? Can we continue that one?
Yeah, yeah. Bad Blood mentioned fundraisers. So there was a huge update that happened within the last 24 hours. Bad Blood, you remember when we did the fundraiser for Jess Ross?
Yes. I was going to get to that, but yeah.
Ross received his heart transplant.
Finally.
Years. But we blindly put our bodies on the line for that kid and tried to do our best to raise money for him in effort to help him get by to get a new heart. And you know what? You wanted to change the mood. You wanted something to be uplifting. Somebody that we helped via that fundraiser just got a new heart and they're on their way, battling. So, fucking everybody that wrestled
that's
on
right. Give a round of applause for that.
Promotion life.
That's right.
It's so good for Jess, man. It's so good.
Like, you don't understand. You don't understand people like when you hear things like that makes me feel so fucking good. It's
BCW.
It's something that and BCW does that all the time. Like, we had Cedric Nash on a couple of weeks ago. Cedric Nash had a stroke. He literally almost died, not once, not twice, but 3 times. You know what I'm saying? we raised funds for that, and we did it because Cedric is one of us. My mom passed away. There was it was like an outpouring of people who helped me raise money to bring my mom home. Ridiculous. Like it was like, and I'm always the guy who jumps out and wants to help somebody and want to be the guy that donates his time, his body, his, to helping other people. And when someone did that for me, and it was like the outpour was fucking amazing. When opportunity presents itself for us to help somebody, I know for a fact that I'm always down for it. Petrov was the first person to raise his hand, like, hey, throw my name in there every time. Just X is like, bro, I'm there. Where are you at? I'm there. You know what I'm saying? So just people, we obviously love our fans. You guys aren't just our fans. You guys are our community. You're the BCW worldwide community. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all these dudes on the panel, for the office at BCW Worldwide, all the boys in the locker room. I'm gonna say thank you very much, but I'm also gonna beg you, please. I'm fucking like imploring you, please keep yourselves healthy, stay safe, stay in the house. Unless you gotta go to work or go shopping, grocery shop. Like, dude, seriously, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Just be with your family. Let me tell you something that totally like broke my heart, but it also makes me feel grateful. Adam Woods, my man right here to the right of me or to the left of me, wherever you're looking at, has done so many podcasts from his living room because his wife literally is in another room in the house sick. His kids are in another room quarantined. He's in the living room quarantined. And me and Adam were talking about a couple of days ago when you told me about your wife. You were like, yeah, we thought we were going to be able to spend Thanksgiving together. Well, you guys are spending Thanksgiving together. You guys are all healthy. Well, you guys are all alive. You guys are all there, and a lot of us don't have that. Like, this is my first Thanksgiving without my mom. Totally fucking sucks. But to hear your story, it made me feel good knowing that, wow, okay, well, you know what? This is one positive you can take out of the situation. Your wife is sick, but she is there. She's healthy. She was commenting on your podcast the other day. It was so fucking cute. I was like, oh, I saw that and it made me want to say something.
Yes.
That's right. Travis said, get your checkups. Hey, Native says he's praying for you, Woods.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Absolutely. I got goosebumps here. It's hair standing on end. I really appreciate it. Dang right. And we appreciate you, Detonation Cake fan, because Detonation Cakes are fucking awesome. So just saying, thank you, good sir.
I escaped one narrowly.
Yeah, that's right. TJ Perkins has been to BCW 2 times.
Twice, bro.
TJ's been to BCW 2 times, once as our partner, once as your foe. And there was respect earned and given that night, both those nights. So while I got you guys on, Just X is going to be with me December 11th and 12th for EWI television tapings in North Dakota. And the travel restrictions and the cases and things like that have had us all worried. I mean, taking COVID tests before you go, when you get there, when you leave, staying healthy, staying safe. Petrov, what have you been doing during this pandemic to make sure that you're remaining safe?
Staying the fuck home. Like, I'm going to work. I'm like watching tape. I got a nice little first year wrestling training book from Dr. Tom Pritchard to just kind of take a look at. And I'm also just kind of been taking the time, man, to just work on shit that I was missing out on when fucking wrestling was going on, man. Making sure that I'm right, my home's right, my dog's right. Like, we're gone on the road so much that, like, I'm just trying to make up for it while I'm home. Because, man, when shit opens up again, sayonara, family. I'll see you when I get home. I love you, and just I got shit to do.
Got shit to do.
Got bodies to slam and money to make, man.
You know, it sounds like the common thread here that everyone has been talking about is basically staying home and staying safe. I mean, you know, it's simple.
I try to Call of Duty with you two. I just don't always get the link up.
Bro, like literally, like you know me, man. You know me. If I ain't on doing a podcast, I'm on Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Yeah. The duty.
No, man, we make some boys cry together. I remember back in the day, like Advanced Warfare, man, people were just tripping me in blood, just get them.
Wow.
Good times.
Well, all right, guys. So, is there anyone any questions from the chat for any one of these gentlemen we got on here tonight?
Metro CZ. BCW is the best.
I can't get those eyes like just excited. I'm trying though.
I literally feel like the whore in the window. I make myself pretty.
You say the whore in the window. Look at this guy. Look, guys, basically, here it is right here. Look, stay home, stay safe. Please love one another.
That's,
I mean, because
that's real.
that's
Hugs for my good brothers at BCW. The champ, Petrov, and the franchise player. I'm just saying. This shit is Art LeBeau, long distance dedications. Shit, yeah, Anthony, you're a diehard, sir.
But you are
Yeah,
making
that
the
was
show. You're right there. Your comments right there. I see you. You're making the show.
You know, let me tell you, he wanted to make the show so bad. We you know, Anthony is our producer. He's also one of the co-hosts. A lot of people don't realize a lot of work he does behind the scenes for BCW Worldwide. And you know, we were talking before the show went on the air, and he's like, "Man, he has a COVID situation at his house, and he's like, I might not be able to make the show." And I'm like, "Oh fuck, he's got a COVID situation. Woods has got a COVID situation. I've got a COVID situation." And then I decided, I'm like, you know what? I think that we need to do something with these people here and the fans. People want to know what's going on, so I figured we would help them out. You know, and the fact that Tony is not, Tony is dealing with the situation and not here, but he's still on the podcast. That should tell you he's dedicated to BCW Worldwide. He's dedicated to the cause.
Still checked out the show. Still here.
It comes across the stage.
Get that support up. Get that network out.
Yeah, it's important.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is this. Petrov, I don't think we've actually ever played this game with you.
Yeah, I don't think so. So
we're going to play a game with you, Petrov. Now, keep in mind, the tea can be spilled any day you want to. You just want to fucking just pour it out, do your thing. But what we do here is we play a game called Team With, Feud With, or Fire. Pretty simple, pretty basic. You can team with anyone in any industry, in any one of the professional wrestling companies around the world. You can feud with anybody, and you can throw a motherfucker to the curb. You can fire their bitch ass, whatever, whatnot. But before
that's so tough.
It is. So I'm gonna give you a minute to think about that. And while I give you a minute to think about that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk to you guys about December 2nd, next week, live here at BCW Worldwide presents the Roundtable. Once again, WWE 2K producer and indie superstar. That's right. The Navajo Warrior will be up in the house talking about professional wrestling, talking about WWE 2K games, talking about championship wrestling from Arizona and his astonishing career. Also, wrestling enthusiasts, adult film industry star Jordan Max, also in the house. This is a woman who's been a wrestling fan since like the age of 5. You know, she's not just someone who watches WWE, watches Impact, watches Ring of Honor. No, she goes to fucking indie shows. She supports indie wrestling. And she's going to be here live next week talking about, what she likes about professional wrestling, how she wants to get involved in it. And like I was saying earlier, me and Adam were talking, professional wrestling and the adult industry, they go hand in hand. So many professional wrestlers, so many adult entertainers. Even Chris Kloss will tell you we had a conversation, and this interview will air in 2 weeks here on BCW Presents the Roundtable. So if you're a Wrestling Society X fan or an XPW fan, trust me, you don't want to miss that because there was so much tea spills on that show. Oh my God. Behind the scenes, all type of shit. We're talking XPW Cold Day in Hell, the reunion show. We're talking about Wrestling Society X and things that almost happened that you don't know about. So you might want to click and subscribe. Join the links right there below. Twitch.tv, BCW Worldwide TV, and on YouTube right there, youtube.com/BCW Worldwide. Spell out the word, ladies and gentlemen. Television. Click, subscribe, hit that like. You know, give your boys a like, give your boys a subscribe, because trust and believe, more, and I mean more superstars are coming to BCW Worldwide to be on the round table, to be in the ring once this pandemic is over. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break while Petrov gets his thoughts together, and then we will be right effing back.
Drive me insane. I'll be cruised on lanes. I've been taking all the fun out. Drive me insane. I'll be cruised on lanes. I've been taking all the fun out. Drive me insane. I'll be
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are right back here. BCW Worldwide presents a round table. And I don't know what the fuck you were doing, Justice, but that was pretty funny. I fucking saw you quarter mile.
You see that Bruce Lee video he posted, man?
Yeah,
Sure. That's what that was. You're fucking TikTok.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get back to it. Petrov, team with, feud with, or fire. So what did you come up with?
It's kind of very interesting because, like, team with, like, I can't decide which one of you two I'd almost rather team with because of the fact of the conflicting styles and the fact that I think that with what we both bring to the fucking table would complement the hell out of each other. Like, me and Just Exciting as a team, game over, done, done. Me and you as a tag team ain't never been done. It'd be fucking game over.
Wait. Hold on one second.
Hold on.
I seem to remember there was a phone call one day. Like, literally, I was like, I'm done with wrestling for a while. I'm going to take some time off. And in the middle of the fucking night, Tommy Celsius gives me a call. And he says, brother, I know you hate me. I know you're mad. I know you fucking can't stand Petrov. I know you don't want to wrestle anymore. But we getting our fucking asses whooped and we need somebody to help us. And I was like, why don't you just ask somebody in the locker room? Don't bother me. And he was like, bro, nobody want to fucking help us. I poured bleach in fucking Petrov. Poured bleach in Tony the Burns' face. I fucking did all this other crazy shit. So, like, what do I do? And I'm like, well, go find someone else. Go fuck yourself. And I hung the phone up. And then I fucking came to the show and I walked through the back and I was like, wow, they literally are about to get their ass whooped. I put my gear on and I came out and it was a fucking six-man tag team, falls count anywhere, just crazy melee. And
this is true.
We did team up, brother. I put the shirt on and everything.
Two on two.
I get you.
2 on 2. And I have you like Woods. Me and Tommy Celsius is the measure 11. We're probably the most concentrated piece of evil that ever hit that locker room. Like, there's not no badassery about it. We did some very villainous shit. Like, we almost took Patty out one time in the middle of a match, and like the measure 11 was built off of measure 11 offenses, which are things that you'll do a lot of time for with certain crimes, and it was just gnarly. People were getting bleached, they're getting beat down. The promos caused us so much legitimate heat with the workers that they couldn't tell whether we were playing or not. And we're just this is business. Like
it was pretty sick.
It was bad. Yeah. So it was like, I get it. Feud with though, to not get off all of this, man. Like, me and Diafola could take the two of you on all day, every day.
No,
And
no. We are not doing this shit again. I'm not getting hit by another motherfucking car.
Ooh.
Okay,
bro,
I'm not
we
getting
don't
hit by
gotta
another
do all
car.
that. We don't have to do all that.
Look,
That was a lot.
The last time you and fucking Defala wrestled me and Just X, I got hit by a fucking car.
And so did he. And there was a whole bunch of other stuff that just went and happened.
Look,
but you
all I
asked me
heard
the
was-
question. I got to give you the answer. And I'm looking at just what's going to be interesting.
I got hit by a
what's going
car.
to be entertaining, what's going to be lucrative, and make a whole hell of a lot of money. Because if there's 4 very controversial characters in the Pacific Northwest, that's not just a certain like horror type gimmicks. It's the 4 of us. We're different. We just it worked. It worked. People, you talk about that street fight with me and Buddy Highway.
Yeah.
I still hear about that tag team match with just that gangster versus the World Powers.
Okay, but I need to ask one question before we go to the fire part. Can I not get hit by a car again?
Never again.
Okay. That shit. Look. Y'all don't know though. Like seriously though, me and Petrov were brawling in the middle of the street on fucking Lombard, and this car hit me. And the fucking look on the people's face was like, oh shit. And I got right back up and finished fighting.
Did they stop? It was technically a fucking hit and run.
It was a hit and run. That motherfucker kept going, bro.
I was working Dabashi in the ring. All I heard was like a quick horn. I look over.
Double.
Oh shit. Blood got
No, doubles, man. I took that bump and was back up on my feet like, oh shit. I was worried about the cars coming the other fucking way. Like nobody's paying attention. Like we were, my boss at the time, because he sponsored and paid for this whole event because it's a fundraiser for that. Like it was fall time. It was a fundraiser, I think, for pre-Thanksgiving. We did a food drive. We raised 420 pounds of food in just that short little time.
Damn, Sue trying to see the clip where I got hit by a car.
My boss, like, I thought he was going to fire me. And so he's telling me, he said, professionally, I hated every minute of that. But personally, that was the greatest thing I'd ever seen. And he's a Hollywood, like, movie producer and shit. He worked on Stuart Little, My Name is Earl, the fucking Forrest Gump, a whole bunch of fucking, like, Hollywood shit. So he's seen some business, and that right there put him just up on the edge, man. Like, that was wild. But again, thank you guys for just that and good times and memories, man.
Bro.
Oh man. And we fed people. It was a fucking, I mean, it was a good thing. We did a good thing that night. I mean, it was like fuck. I mean, getting hit by a car was totally worth it. Hey, totally worth it. Story right here.
So now that we know who you team with and who you would feud with, who would you give the pink slip to? Like just
T-Rex all day. I need the fuck us. I love you, but it's time to fucking hang him up, bro. I done had too many matches, get a botch finish, and it'd be your fault, friend.
Bro. It's funny.
I understand the sign guy typically probably would have been the easy answer. Or like Tim Simmons, so everybody seems to want to fire him. Man, even the fucking Ding Ding kid would have been okay. He doesn't let it count for a fucking 10 bell. So he ended up getting the nickname 12 bell.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's crazy. They call him fucking, like we've done 10 bells, and I was like, I can count, man, and that's like 12.
And I just don't, man, but like I can't handle constant negative attitudes towards wrestling. Like if everything that comes out of your mouth of the subject of wrestling is negative about the business itself, things that are happening, what people are wearing, what people are like heat is one thing, but then to just nah, man, knock all that shit off, man.
To whine like a little bitch is what you're saying.
Be professional as a wrestler, you should be professional as a fan, and we should all be here because we love one thing, wrestling. But if you're not trying, man, you just gotta try. You just gotta be better.
So Tony the Burn, Anthony, answer this question here about getting the bleach in the eyes. He said, yeah, it was really bad when they asked me, but shit, it was bad enough. Even if they had to intervene after the match. Blood was talking about. Now look, I remember Tony came out of nowhere. Like that cage match, you guys got it. Like we were outside fighting. They fucking locked me out of the cage, and the whole locker room poured out. And this was Big Vicious, Zach, and Meat versus
Like, I don't even know if you can see, but like my hairline has like a scar from just that match. Like, it's like this fucking wall, like just gang, man.
And Dustin says, "Happy Thanksgiving, everybody."
Happy Thanksgiving.
Man, nobody wants to see blood get hit by a car. That's
Bro,
mean.
I was there. It happened. I was there. It happened.
Yeah, we were.
I fucking remember that shit. It happened.
The four of us was there.
But she says, "What kind of exactly? What kind of shit crowd did silence me? What the fuck is going on?" That's right. It was a very interesting show. It was.
He's hardcore chants. This is awesome. Fucking what the fuck? Like, yeah.
Yeah, like chance on chance everywhere.
Right.
It was explosive. That crowd was hot from start to fucking finish, with the exception of the weird part until they were like, "Oh, he's okay."
Right. Like literally. Like we're all brawling, and like all of a sudden the match just stopped, and he looks up, he goes, "He's okay." I'll put the thumbs up. We start fighting again.
Yeah, just wrestling is the greatest sport on earth. So great.
That's right. No more hit bad blood. That's right. I'm not trying to get hit no motherfucking more.
Yeah.
Hit and run. Nobody got that license plate, man.
And dude just dipped too. He was like, "I'm out of here."
Car just hits two wrestlers of color fucking out there on Lombard, just leaves, and nobody fucking bats an eye.
Man. So look, now we talked about getting hit by cars, and the crazy shit that happens at BCW. Just exciting.
What's going on?
I gotta tell you this, man. Look,
what's going on?
So me and Tony DeBurns, we did a little interview that's going to air probably in about 2 weeks with the Phoenix Kid.
Oh shit! Oh man, he got his little shooters out, didn't he?
And the Phoenix Kid, basically, look. Let me put it this way: Phoenix Kid started a new segment here on the show, and that segment is called the Shooting Hour.
Oh,
Phoenix Kid pulled both barrels out and blasted on a lot of people. But what he said about Just Exciting on the Team with Feud with Fire, he said he would feud with you. He said that he thinks that you guys have that je ne sais quoi, that fucking peanut butter and jelly, that cookies and cream, that that mesh, like you guys gel, like Elvis Presley and Grease, that just gel, like you guys did the thing. What do you think about another series of matches with Phoenix Kid? Wait, before you answer that question, let me tell you this. He had a hardcore match. He had a hardcore match in a fucking junkyard in Mexico, bro. When he told me that, I damn near shit my pants. I was like, wait. Like a junkyard, like with trash? He goes, no, with like cars.
Like cars, like punched up cars.
Like scrap rust metal, bro. Like you throw that shit in there, you better get a tetanus shot, cousin.
Bro,
Mexico matches, man.
That shit sound hardcore as fuck. I mean, I was like the whole time he was talking, I was just like, wait a minute, you just said a junkyard.
Yeah.
So with that being said,
that fucking kid.
Yeah, he's
that's hardcore, kid.
He has evolved in the deathmatch game. So with that being said, Justix, champ, tag team partner, little brother of mine, would you accept the challenge?
I mean, would I accept the challenge? I mean, you already know I'm with all. I hate to say it, WWE line, but I'm with all the smoke, bro. Like, and he knows I'm with all the smoke. But you said it's called the Shooting Hour, right? Guns out.
Bang bang.
All right. You know why? You know why he wants to quote unquote feud with me? It's because he needs somebody to actually be able to carry him without having to risk his fucking life to get over.
Oh, wow. So are you saying that his 200 pounds you need to put on your back? Is that what you're saying?
Like, bro, like, okay,
I mean,
for one,
look, spill the Lipton, bro.
For one, the physique is not intimidating. for 2, the voice makes it even worse. So he really needs somebody to speak for him. I can speak for myself. So it's kind of 2 different calibers. You know, he needs things to help get him by, and I get by just being fly. Now he can try. He can try.
Whoa.
I tried to fucking kill him.
Look.
He knows better.
He told me that shit. I was like, wow, that's some. Oh, wait a second. Whoa, wait a second. I think the shooting hour just got more interesting.
He said,
Dun,
whoa,
dun, dun.
whoa.
Because JB Moonshine says he wants to smoke.
JB? I didn't. Oh my
JB
God.
stands for just beat. That means next.
I
Man,
beat
JB.
JB. I
I
beat
love
JB
you,
more times than
JB.
his parents did.
I love
He just
you.
went. He just went Ariana Grande on his ass. He said, "Thank you, next."
Right?
Good Lord.
Right.
God damn,
JB,
Petro.
I
Shit.
beat JB in like 2 out of 3 falls matches. I done beat JB in no DQ matches. I done beat JB in regular matches. I done beat JB in probably in mixed tag matches. I done beat JB in tag matches. I done beat JB in drinking matches at weddings. I done beat
Wait.
JB.
I remember that.
And at one
I was
time,
at that
he
wedding,
lost
I
to
know.
JB. He lost to JB. He lost to JB. He lost to JB. I lost to JB. I beat JB. I lost to JB. I beat JB. So for as
JB.
incredible as we both are, JB is invited to that fucking table because he's got the smoke.
You know what?
Bro,
Not that anyone
JB got me round.
Pew, look at that. Yeah, hey,
Not
he
that
is
anyone's
not
keeping
joking.
count.
But would you
JB
deathmatch Phoenix
As soon
Kid?
as JB get that moonshine though, I ain't trying to rock with it.
Bro, I'm gonna tell
No,
you,
that shit's strong though.
I had a
Yeah,
series
he's
of matches
strong.
with JB, bro, where where I literally was like, I had a stay away order where he couldn't touch me, but I could touch him.
Oh, I remember that.
I would fuck with JB for weeks, like literally weeks. Every show I would go out there, I would fuck with him, slap him, do whatever I could because he couldn't
I'm
fucking
not
touch
touching
me.
you.
Exactly. He couldn't touch me. And
I am touching you.
and
Fucking.
one night I stole his moonshine jug.
Oh,
And I'm gonna tell you, that shit, I just smelled it. Wow, man. And you know what? And then look, so you and I both went to the wedding of Lance Dean. We went to Lance Dean's wedding.
Hey,
So,
I just found my invitation in the mail.
Oh,
like,
shit.
I'm not even kidding. It was in my
You
fucking
serious?
mailbox yesterday.
Wow, that was like 2 months ago, bro.
I know, I'm not even fucking kidding, though. I was, oh, where's my invitation? I would have fucking come.
Man, well, I'll tell you this.
I'm sorry.
I went to the wedding, had a great time. Josh Six went to the wedding, we had a great time. But I went to the bachelor party. And let me tell you about the bachelor party. This motherfucker, JB Moonshine. JB Moonshine, you piece of shit. Him and this motherfucker Copenhagen gave me some shit that fucked me up. You know what it was? The goddamn apple pie moonshine.
I want some. It's Thanksgiving tomorrow. I'm just saying. Long
I
Bro,
drink that shit.
I had a cup of that shit at the wedding. It was like this big.
That shit was so wrong. It was so. You fucking liar. It is your fault, JB. It is your fucking fault, JB.
Are you Snitsky? JB?
He
Bro.
made
My
it.
fault?
No,
Bro.
JB made it.
That shit, bro. You
He
can.
is Snitsky.
I sniffed it,
Don't kick the baby.
bro. I
Yes.
sniffed it, and my nose burned. It was that bad, dude.
If you want to do that, but
If you want to get fucked up, go to a JB Moonshine party. That's all I gotta say.
Because nobody
Hey,
parties
Petra.
like a JB Moonshine.
Petrov, what's the strain of the day, bro?
Fuck, I don't know. I smoked a blue dream joint yesterday that just had me fucking rocked.
Hey, we can't be talking about that shit on here.
It's legal here. It's legal here. I'm doing
We
nothing
can't
wrong.
be talking. Look,
Yeah. What?
trauma. You see that
Trauma.
shit? Trauma.
And if I forgot, it's chair timers.
Hey,
Chair
Sue,
timers.
Uh-oh.
We'll go
Sue,
down in the DMs about
You can
that.
taste it all over again, B.
legit Sue, I can taste that shit right now.
Uh-oh.
And I'm fucking feeling sick to my stomach. Hell yeah. That shit gave me fucking blunt force drama for real.
Bro. With fucking car keys, it's just huge.
Look, we know JB can wrestle. He can certainly brawl, and that motherfucker can
Facts.
certainly drink. That's for damn sure.
Facts. I'll put that over.
Yeah, that's legit.
Liquid courage.
Oh, it ain't liquid courage. He was ready to fight before he got drunk.
Yeah, it's liquid strength. He just turns Hulk.
He's like Popeye.
that's-
Remember how Popeye used to get beat up by Bluto and shit? He used to go after all of them, like, oh, Popeye. And he'd fucking rush after her, and, you know, he get his ass kicked, and he pop open that can of spinach. Yeah, JB pops open that motherfucking moonshine jug. Game over. Game. Yep. Look at that. 200 proof inside and outside the ring. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're solid. You're solid, man. You're a road dog. Like I'd let you ride with me, and I'd ride with you any day. Yeah, I'll back that up too.
JB knows. Like, you know, boom, move the veil back. If I work with anybody, you know, my style, you know, where I'm kind of all over the place. I love working JB. Like, me and JB can rumble any day. Like,
I've wrestled a lot of people, a lot of big name people, a lot of small name people, but I'll tell you, some of the best matches I've had over the course of 28 years have been involving JB. So JB, I'm putting you over. JB Moonshine is fucking a credit to the business. He's good at what he does. Just don't drink with him.
Good hands.
Just don't fucking drink with him. That's all I gotta say, because JB will fucking kill you with the drink.
He's a good hand.
Looks like we lost Justex.
8 milliliters every 4 hours.
He didn't get canceled, did he?
There he goes.
That's the strain of the day. Next thing you know, network.
Yeah, I know, right?
my bad. I
Now
was
I gotta-
messing with stuff, and I hit a bad button.
He said there's a John Cena. We couldn't see him.
He was like,
He just talking about bobbing and weaving, moving around. Look,
Yeah, I was messing with stuff. I hit a bad button. My bad.
all right, so let's do this. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and put over some of the people who made this show possible. All right?
Yeah.
We're talking about the www.503originals.com. That is the 503originals.com. Hats, beanies, shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, fucking intro ring wear, shorts, ladies tees, men tees. Look, right now they got a super big deal going on. So go over to www.503originals.com for all your Christmas shopping needs. Trust and believe.
Yes.
They will love
Even
you
milk.
for it.
Milk teas too. That's what I
That's
hear.
right. That's
They
right.
have milk teas.
And then you can go over to prowrestlingtees.com/rated2G if you want to get that rated 2G gear. That's your boy Bad Blood. You know, soon to be Just Exciting is going to have some gear on there pretty soon. So
I think he does. He got lots of stuff.
prowrestlingtees.com/rated2G. Now,
Where's his
with that
link?
being said, he still gave me a link, bro.
What? Oh man. Well, see, I got /Petrov Bites.
That's right. Petrov Bites. You want to get that gear? Petrov Bites.
Man.
Look,
Just Exciting tees. Who don't know that?
JB Moonshine says if you want some of his gear, you can go to JB Moonshine. I don't know what fucking VB27 is at gmail.com or Facebook for Moonshiner Gear. That's right. Get your moonshine gear. Just don't
What
keep
does
asking for
internet
moonshine.
outlets too?
What's VB27 mean? JB
He's
Moonshine.
probably,
Yeah, what does
he's
the VB
probably,
stand for?
he's probably
Oh.
drunk. He's probably
What's
drunk.
K5,
VB27?
Shoot name. Shoot name.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
That's
I
right.
thought
That's right.
so.
Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, next week, once again, we got WWE 2K video game producer, superstar, indie superstar, the Navajo Warrior. I've known Navajo for about 26 years. I met him once in Arizona. I met him in Arizona, and he's an amazing, phenomenal athlete. You can see him every week on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, as well as Championship Wrestling from Arizona as part of the tribe. Or you can watch him on YouTube. I believe he has a YouTube channel, but he also does the WWE 2K motion graphics. He's like a producer for that. So when you're looking at WWE 2K video games, He's one of the guys that is directly responsible for it. So you want to tune in next week, click and subscribe, click and subscribe on Twitch or on YouTube, and make sure you're there because those are going to be Twitch and YouTube exclusive interviews, as well as adult film industry superstar Jordan Max, pro wrestling enthusiast. Just make sure you're here next week. Huh?
That's not the adult star, D'Angelo, right here.
Yeah. See, we can't talk about that right now.
How does it feel? I fucking
That's
bro.
for another episode.
Hustle.
We can't talk
Get it
about
on, man.
look.
You got
We
it.
can't talk about
On it,
Spoonie.
bro. Body positive.
We can't talk about
I wrestle
Spoonie.
in underwear.
We
Get
can't
it,
talk about
D'Angelo.
Spoonie,
Get
bro.
it,
My
like,
man cleavage, Petrov.
Look. We can't talk about Spoonie.
you got
Okay,
it. Fucking
and
flaunt it. Nah, man,
that's
look at
be-
this guy with the 12
that's-
pack, man. Like,
Look,
come on.
that's Roundtable After Dark conversation.
Yeah, you gotta log in.
Roundtable
You gotta log
After
in
Dark,
and
ladies and gentlemen.
subscribe to the premium Snapchat for that.
Oh, what'd you say?
Oh,
You got
get
to
your
subscribe
money.
to your
Get your
OnlyFans?
money.
OnlyFans.
No shame. Get it. Get it.
Look at
I'm gonna
this
be
shit.
eating Jello very slowly on my OnlyFans. It's gonna be
Wow. Like I see, you getting your
With-
own motherfucker.
with a
You getting your
very
own
large
sweet.
spoon.
You getting
His
your
little
own.
careless whisper in
Wow.
the background. Watch. He's going to cash out at the end of the month.
You getting your own
Bling,
sweet when you get to
bling.
fucking North Dakota, brother. You getting your own sweet. You ain't sharing no sweet with me again, you sicko.
I'm a line up Jello cups. and eat
Jello
everybody.
shots, bro. Look. Let me tell y'all about Just Exciting. All right. Let me tell y'all about this
But
motherfucker.
look at him.
Uh-oh.
Look, we go do this show in North Dakota.
Ah!
Justice hits me up and he says, "Hey man, I'm on my way to the airport. Let's meet up at the airport." So we get to the airport and I don't know how I get through security before him because he's there like 20 minutes before me. So we get to security, right? This motherfucker's carrying his belt in the airport, right? And trust me, there's video proof. Like there is video fucking proof. Just Exciting, walk around the airport with his belt. Funniest shit ever, right? So I'm laughing because it's so funny. Like see, even he's laughing. But him carrying the belt through the airport isn't the funny part. And there's going to be a video that's going to be posted on YouTube. It's about 45 minutes. It's the adventures of, it's like kind of like BTE does their Being the Elite. Well, we literally recorded ourselves on a weekend excursion trip, wrestling in North Dakota. Myself, Just Exciting, Caleb Rex, and Chris Brady. We all four went me and Justice went together. Those two did two different travels. So, it was like a road documentary, so to speak. But this whole time, Justice and I are walking through the airport. This motherfucker's wearing a goddamn onesie.
G'd up.
Wait, not just a onesie, but a sweat onesie. A full body sweat onesie.
Bro, it was comfy, man.
Can you just come back as the walking thirst trap?
Bro.
Just wear a fucking Haterade tank top and just fucking roll, brother.
A crop top right here.
Yeah, that just says Haterade. Fuck it.
Man, you're giving me energy right now. I think I might.
Is it big? It's big, right? Big energy.
Okay,
It's
look.
great.
Okay, that's another fucking
Spirit bomb.
BCW Worldwide After Dark.
Wait, hold on.
It don't get this naughty on the court in the woods.
It fucking works. See?
I'm
said
just
it
saying,
worked.
look,
He's the light.
Hand me
Light.
your energy.
you guys were fucking sick.
Give it to me, pet.
Ah!
See? And
Hold on.
that's how we get demonetized on YouTube. That's how people get demonetized on YouTube.
What? No, we didn't
If
sing
Tony-
no songs,
if Tony
man.
DeBurn
We
was
just
here-
playing around.
If Tony DeBurn was here, he would be laughing his ass off.
As he should be, because we're fucking hilarious.
Hey,
And that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted tonight. Look, Sue thinks you guys are fucking hilarious. If Sue knew the inside jokes of what we're talking about, trust me, she would fucking die laughing.
no, yo, BJ. I told her, bro. I told her, look.
Oh, you told her.
I
Oh,
told her, bro.
okay. Okay.
He's what I got with it.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's legit laughing right now, yo.
Look. I'll just say this, and I'm not going to go any further than this comment right here. I'm not going to go any further. Yeah, secretly freaking out, but laughing myself.
There you go.
Look,
Hey, we
look,
can't be funny for his sake, man. I don't want him to die.
look.
Yeah.
I'm just
I
gonna
tried
say
to
this.
kill him once, but I don't want him to die.
I'm just gonna say this. BCW Worldwide Talent,
Yeah.
the talent roster. We have this chat group that we have. And, we share shit during chat groups, and we share funny memes and pictures, and
Oh my gosh.
we tell jokes, and ownership, even the office is in the chat, so it's funny. We crack up. We do some funny shit.
I mean,
Except one day I'm sitting in my office at BCW Worldwide at the arena,
Oh,
and my phone is dinging like it's going crazy. and everywhere I hear like my office is like I have my office is in part of a locker room that's shut off.
horrible.
And across the fucking building, I hear people laughing, and it's like hysterically laughing, like I'm like, are they at a fucking comedy club? It's like that funny, right? And then I believe it was Sarah Irene. She knocks on my door and she says, "Have you looked at the staff chat?" And I say, "No, I'm talking to Justix on the phone." And she's like, "Are you sure you're talking to him on the phone?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm talking to him on the phone." And I believe like he had a flat tire or some shit. He was running late, and I was like, "Man, just get here when you get here, right?" And he was like, "All right, I'll see you." And I see you, Long story short,
it ain't short.
Justix got the nickname Spoonie.
I'm sorry.
And the reason why he got the nickname Spoonie is because
Man,
let's just put it this way. When you post pictures, when you send pictures to someone, make sure you look at who you're sending them to.
bro, sometimes you need a comparison.
I was just saying.
Hold
That
on,
was-
can I speak in my defense? Hold on.
Look,
That
I
day-
love you. Okay. I
That
love
day
you.
was
But
very
I've
stressful.
seen more of you in one fucking day than in the 5 years I've known you. I've
Bro.
seen more of you.
Bro, that was the most stressful day ever. Okay, because I'm on the
Wasn't too
way.
stressful.
No, it was stressful. I'm like on the way to the show. Mind you, it's raining. I drive like 2 hours to like every Sunday. I drive like 2 hours to the show. It's raining. I have my kids in the back seat. Boom, flat tire. So I'm like stressed out, bro. I'm like in the rain. Like I can't get the tire off because it has like one of those freaking like little special keys and I can't find the
Yeah.
key. So like I'm stressed out. Freaking BJ calls me, not even knowing what's going on, but I'm so stressed out. I'm like, bro, I'm that like I gotta figure this out. And he's like, okay, whatever. And like we get off the phone. He calls me back. And he's like, yo, have you looked at the group chat? I'm like, no.
I'm busy.
Mind you, all I'm gonna say after that is my phone was unlocked and pocket messaging the group chat random pictures in my camera.
Several times.
It was bad, man. So I had a flat tire, was walking in the rain, freaking couldn't change the tire, had my kids, and and the whole promotion is getting a pretty interesting show.
Just
Nah, it
explain-
was weird
Just
because
to
they
explain
said
our
it was
DMs
like
is what happened.
they said it was pictures of expletives, but it was really just like over the camera. It was just really black photos. It was it. It was looking at like a phone at the top. It was just it. You'd have to like shred the screens down and down and down and down, and then like you still
Look.
you couldn't see nothing.
So that's just part of the joke. So for about two, yeah, oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that one. Yeah, we're gonna leave that one alone now, Anthony. We're leaving that one alone. Look.
Oh my gosh.
All I gotta say is this: for about 2 weeks, and no one said anything to him. This is what makes it so funny. No one. Like, we joked about it. We laughed, and he apologized, and it was. We were like, oh, whatever. Well, he was embroiled in this like a fucking blood feud with Paul Preston. So Paul Preston walks up to me, and he says, "Dude, tonight I'm gonna fucking get him good." I said, "Well, what are you gonna do?" He's like, "Don't say shit to anybody, but I got a box of plastic spoons under the ring." I say, "What are you gonna do with that?" He goes, "We're in a fucking street fight, right?" I say, "Yeah,
Oh
I'm gonna hit him with a fucking box of spoons, right?" So here's where it gets really funny. During the match, they're fucking brawling all over the building, and all of a sudden, Paul looks at the camera, and I'm the producer. I'm one of the fucking producers. I sit and I watch the monitor. Paul looks dead right into the fucking camera, just like that, like right up in the camera, right? And he smiles at fucking what's that fucking rock group that everybody says he looks like?
Chad Kroger, man, a little Nickelback.
He fucking smiles that Nickelback smile of his.
Oh my
winks,
gosh.
and then he fucking winks at me. And I look at Anthony, I go, "Bro, it's about to go down." He fucking goes under the ring, and I can't post the clips, too. I can't post the clips.
Producer's out sick. Producer's out sick.
He fucking pulls the box of spoons out, right? So the crowd's like just looking like, why has he got these spoons? The whole fucking locker room erupts in laughter. And he fucking hits him, crack with the box of spoons. They fly everywhere, right? Spoons all over the fucking building. They're brawling, and I know Justice is trying not to fucking laugh, but he's getting beat with a box of spoons.
Bro.
Right? So I look at his kids, and his son picks up one of the spoons, and his son is eating like a bowl of ice cream. And I fucking just look at him, and I just die laughing. And his son's looking at me like, "Why are you laughing at me, bro?"
Man.
Like, and then all I can say is, like
horrible,
father, like son.
Horrible. Horrible.
Oh man.
My gosh. I hate you guys still.
That shit was hilarious, son. You fucking know it.
Bro, like Paul still freaking.
We're not talking about Paul.
Is that the first time you punched by wooden spoons?
Man.
Look, I'll just say this about Paul. I love Paul Freakshine. Okay. Like when he paints his face, like I told him one day, I was like, dude, I got a fucking tricycle in my house for a Halloween show. You got to come out as Jigsaw. Like he fucking looked, just had his hair dyed black, face painted white, the little circle. I'm like, you look like fucking Jigsaw.
Paul does.
So I tell him, I say, he goes,
Gold
blood.
rush.
He goes, blood, look at this, man. And he's like showing me like these pictures on his phone, right? And I'm like, okay. He goes, oh man, I was like, look, I gotta get the meeting started. Talk to me after the meeting. So he fucking walks back over to me after the meeting. He says, bro, I got something to show you. I go, what? And he folds his phone open. I'm like, Paul, what in the actual fuck? Let's just say, for an old man, dude's got a fucking hog.
Bro, you have to fucking handle them moonshiners, bro. You better be JB, man, yo. You better be fucking packing heat.
That's why you got so many kids.
I'm just saying, bro. You just can't out wrestle them. You just whip out the baseball bat and tink.
Bro, I'm just saying. You guys ever watch that movie, The Longest Yard? You know that scene in the fucking shower with Goldberg? Yeah. That Paul Moonshine is fucking Goldberg. Just saying.
I hate taking a pile driver from JB.
Oh Jesus.
It's a cushioned landing.
That's the reason why he gets across the country.
He's out here making paternity tests.
Oh yeah.
Boring?
Wow. That is a Rocky Horror Picture Show type of shit.
No, that's some shit. We were wrestling fucking, I think it was out in Spokane. Fucking, we're wrestling out there, fucking boom, 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 doing a fucking sequence. Next thing you know, he's like, oh, it's my nuts. I'm like, I think it was like a fucking atomic drop, dude.
And this is the kind of shit, everybody, that you fucking hear when you watch BCW Presents the Roundtable every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on Facebook, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. This is the shit you hear every week. Crazy. Look, I'm fucking weak too, Stu. Trust me. I was there. I fucking saw
I
it.
just got her name. It's Tsunami. I just got it. I'm dumb. So fucking stupid. I feel stupid. I
Oh,
feel so
I
fucking
got
stupid.
one. I've known about a wrestler named Richard Schnary for a very long time,
Oh,
a few
my
years
God.
now.
He said,
It
"I
took
just
me
got
Yeah.
forever to realize that Dick is short for Richard and that his gimmick would have been Dictionary.
Oh my God.
it."
Look,
That's a
look.
just incredible shit.
That's almost
Yeah.
like that fucking guy. I wrestled this fucking guy in Texas, bro. And the like the announcer announced him, bro. I know. Look, the announcer announced him as fucking Marcus K. Fabian, right?
Okay, Fabian.
And for the whole show, I was like, why the fuck is he calling him? That is not Mark. No, that's not his name.
Mark.
Mark K. Mark? Like that is not his fucking name. Like, that was the most clever fucking. That was like some Just Incredible type shit. Like, what's her
I
name?
wrestled a
Marcus K.
Vinger
Fabian.
Banger.
Or my favorite wrestler from XPW, Big Dick Hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, the old fucking dude that did the Coop radios, Hugh Rection. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Remember that dude? Yeah.
Well, ladies
Man,
and
wrestling
gentlemen,
names are weird.
this is the shit you hear. I'm telling you, watching the round table, this is the shit you see.
It's
Four
weird
dudes
wrestling
shooting the
names.
shit. So I have to apologize. Gorgeous Michelle Starr. We shot this amazing interview. Literally, we talked for about an hour, and Michelle Starr and I, our careers are parallel for so long. It's crazy. We were trained by some of the same people, and we shared some stories, and he's such a good guy. And next week, look, sometime during this week, I'm gonna have that video posted on the BCW Worldwide page for you guys to watch, because you really seriously give it a watch, give it a like, give it a subscribe, whatnot. That man is such a wealth of wrestling knowledge. And then you got guys like Chris Kloss, another amazing interview. Guy knows so much about professional wrestling. And if you're looking at being a wrestler, an announcer, a commentator, or just someone in the fucking office, honestly, listen to this podcast, listen to this interview between me and Chris Kloss. I'm telling you, you are going to learn so much shit. And like I said, if you're an XPW guy or a Wrestling Society X guy, if you've ever had, and we were talking about some of the people that we've been around and some of the people that we've elevated over the years. And I think I posted something on Facebook the other day. I literally was like, wow, I wrestled John Silver from the Dark Order.
Yeah,
who's like the most overdue on BTE right now, right? Well,
Wait.
I wrestled on some Wrestling Society X shows. And excuse me, I didn't realize that former WWE Universal and WWE World Champion Seth Rollins was on that show with us. He was Tyler Black.
Yeah.
You got, then Teddy Hart was on the show, Jack Evans was on the show, and Helico was on the show. A lot of fucking people have been through Southern California. And Scorpio Sky, Frankie Kazarian, Samoa Joe, John Cena's bitch ass. I mean,
ooh, ouch.
Yeah, I fucking hate Cena.
Eat much?
I'll tell you this: for $50, I'll give you John Cena's phone number. How about that?
All right. Theoretically speaking, right?
First person
You're the boss.
The first
You're
person
the boss,
who fucking.
So is it? Oh, there you go. Damn.
Exactly.
Old school.
Look, Smiley. Who's now the guy who's actually running the NXT brand television production. Ryan Katz.
Make me happy.
Yeah, look at that. Matt Classic. Colt Cabana,
Yeah.
and for those people, Johnson.
No, dude, this is like Lucha Underground before it was Lucha Underground. Like, if you're a big fan of the wrestling that happens like today in its current climate, you can thank this shit right here.
And it was filmed at the same place. The temple is the old, Pro Wrestling Society X place, so there's
That's right.
that.
We talked about that too.
And then Ryan
by
Katz,
the way-
man, he was NXT too now, one of the producers.
Brian Katz.
Yeah, dude, that did all the announcing on that show.
Okay.
True statement. True statement. Look,
So
Yes, sir.
I mean, theoretically speaking, right? So I mean, Bad Blood is the boss, right? And you guys, I mean, he gives out orders, right? So technically, wasn't Bad Blood the original member of the Dark Order?
ha ha ha! I'm Brody Lee up in this bitch.
Nobody got it. Nobody got it.
The
but him?
exalted one.
Oh my god! Oh no! Come on! It wasn't that corny.
Join the Dark Order.
The exalted one.
What's the difference between this and the fucking Motor City Machine Guns?
Well, they're pointing to Detroit, Michigan on their hand. I don't know what the fuck the Dark Order is doing.
Oh, okay. All right.
They were neat.
Yeah. Fuck Alex Shelley. Just saying. New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's not my face. Fuck you, Alex Shelley. Anyway, so the shooting hour is over. We got to stop that.
Hey, Karime. What's going? That's somebody that I actually know. What's up? Thank you for coming through.
I think she likes the show. I think she should like and subscribe to it, and join us every Wednesday night because trust me, it gets lit. Stories about just exciting spoon adventures and just
Soundgarden, Spoon Man.
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean, literally the
shit.
shit that he looks like AAA for, but he's a champ.
He was stirring the tea, all right.
I'm just saying.
He was up there playing with the Lipton. He was stirring the tea.
I'm living my
man,
life, okay?
That's just his boil, man. He's made so many boils, so you don't see him cooking up on there. Like, bro, there's nothing he can't do.
You need a large spoon to stir stuff good, okay?
This guy
Absolutely.
over here. Look, we don't want to talk about. Look, no more spoon talk.
Master Chef.
Listen here, Spoonie. Okay, so let's do this before we wrap this up because we've had a lot of fun here tonight on the round table.
A lot of good laughs.
I can see the top of the champ's nail. That's cool. Through the wonderments of technology.
You better hope it's just a nail.
I was like,
were you tickling people? The champ tickle.
Wow.
I told you I'm messing with stuff. I'm messing with stuff I shouldn't. I'm just like pressing stuff on the screen.
Stop touching things.
Yeah, no,
Stop touching things.
I ain't touching nothing, man. I ain't doing nothing. I didn't say nothing. I was having an ET moment. I was having an ET moment over there. Ouch.
Yeah. He's talking about that macaroni in a pot. That's what he's talking about.
That mac and cheese.
Okay.
Busting the Cabbage Patch now. Stir it up.
Thank you
I'm
guys
still
for
laughing at the finger. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
thank you guys for helping me. Thank you guys for helping me get over the fact that I was feeling really down about my little brother. I'm pretty sure he's watching the show right now, laughing his ass off, which is good. Yeah, that kind of made me feel a little good. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here at BCW Worldwide presents the Roundtable. Yeah, that's right. Wow. See, that's the kind of shit when you tune in, that's the shit you hear.
Come on, Green Man. You know what's going on.
Tommy Rich did the Cabbage Patch too. Oh, Jesus Christ. He brought Tommy Rich.
Jesus. So did George Gulas.
So let's do this real quick. Before we go, final thoughts.
The trick with the thumb,
So,
I don't know.
With the final thoughts, I like to say this. It's really simple, ladies and gentlemen. Coronavirus, COVID-19 is not a fucking joke. We had a lot of fun on the podcast tonight. We joked, we laughed, you know, we cried a little bit. We talked about some spoons. But at the end of the day, it's serious. Excuse me, it's a serious situation. If you're sick,
No high five.
these guys.
You're not gonna high five me.
These guys. Look, serious situation. Stay
High
home,
five.
stay safe,
Ready?
and kick these guys out of the chat. These fucking guys. Okay. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here at BCW Worldwide presents the Roundtable. And no, the final thoughts will not be Spoon's night.
There you go.
But honestly though, let's close the show with this. Stay home, stay safe. Please love one another.
And don't laugh don't cough during the PSAs.
Yeah. And
Never
don't cough
forget.
during the PSAs and don't laugh during the damn closing moments of the show. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here at BCW Worldwide Presents Roundtable. And say goodbye to Adam Woods, everyone. Goodbye and good night.